Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome back to That Social Media Show. I am your host, Heather Porter. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how to convert social media fans into buyers. Oh, yes. And two quick things before we get started. Of course, we get practical. Now, this episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to do so many demos on my computer, but you are going to want to take copious amounts of notes. So please make sure you have a pad or a Word document open and ready. And of course, we also like to ask and share in this episode. Please use the hashtag #ThatSocialMediaShow if you have any questions or comments or just thoughts in general about what we discuss on this show. And come on over and have that conversation with me. I love to hear from you guys. All right, so here is what we are going to cover in this episode. The risks of only communicating with your leads on your social media platforms. What is a social media funnel and why you should be using them? What to give away inside of your social media posts to attract leads? Where do you send your new leads to become prospects in your sales funnel? How to follow up with your new prospects to turn them into buyers? And tools that make building a sales funnel easy. Yeah, it is funny, I know. No, I'm kidding. It's a mouthful in here. Okay, how to get traffic into your social media funnels. And finally, how to use a social media content marketing plan to compound the results you are getting. Funnels, gosh, I really do love this topic because it is the core, the foundation, the fundamentals of growing and scaling a business. And a lot of us talk about, how you use a funnel from your website or landing pages or, your call centers. But a lot of us forget that you can actually use social media for your funnels as well. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start with the risks of only communicating with your leads on your social media platforms. So first off, we're going to talk about the risks of only communicating with your leads on social media platforms. Okay, so let's just say that you have put in a tremendous amount of work on your Facebook page. You've built up 10,000 likes, and you're running ad campaigns. And what happens if, by accident, not knowing there's a new change in policy for Facebook, you have neglected to do that in your ad, and then bam, they come along and they shut you down. 10,000 likes worth of work, and you have nothing to show for it. This can happen at any time, you guys. I know this has absolutely happened too. Using social media as a tool in your business is great to find a new market, to communicate with your current market, but you really only own a couple things in your business, and that's your website, your URL, and your email list. So whereas social media is such a big part of growing your business, a bigger part of social media, a more important part, is actually taking your followers from social into your email list or your website and converting them into your actual asset, which is things that you own, which is things that you control. So that's why it's dangerous. You don't want to just rely on building a business on an account and not even worrying about what you're doing over here to get them into your email list, because something could happen really badly and you go down. I've seen it time and time again. So guys, what we're going to talk about is what is a social media funnel and why you should be using them. Because by now I've probably gotten you thinking, if you're not already using funnels and you're just relying on your social media accounts, then you need to know about funnels. You need to know how do you take them from social into your email list. So here's what we'll do. We'll talk through what a funnel actually is. Basically, it's quite simple, right? So you have a few components that make up a funnel online when it comes to online marketing. Same goes with social media. So from one of your social media posts, basically what you're going to be doing is sending people to what's called a landing page. A landing page could be all different types of pages on your website. It could be a standalone page with no menu that is a very simple opt-in form to give you something for free. It could even be a blog post that's optimized for leads. So you're actually sending people to a blog post. It could be a sales page. It could be a special discount page in your shopping cart where only, that discount's available to people from your Facebook page, for example. But the idea here is that you're sending them somewhere on your website from your social media. Then from there, after they opt in or buy or take that next step on your landing page, you're going to send them to an upsell or a thank you page. Now, I know that we've all heard of McDonald's, right? Supersize me. So you're sitting in line and you're getting your burger. I haven't been to Macca's in a long time, by the way, but I digress. So you're at McDonald's and you're ordering your burger and they're like, hey, would you like to supersize that? Or basically, you're on the spot, you're ordering something, you're a buyer right there in that moment. It's pretty easy for you to say yes or no. That is what an upsell page does. While you're here on my website, would you also like to do this? So you have a captive audience and then you can upsell them to do something else with you. Emails. So obviously once they've opted in or bought or now they're on your email list, you don't want to just stop talking to them. So you would have the email component as well. And then content. Well, what can you possibly say in all those emails? You probably, you'll run out of ideas unless you have really, really, really good content that you're constantly using. And we've talked about this, throughout all the past episodes so far about using content on your social.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.